Bonjour à vous tous, je vous souhaite la bienvenue et j'espère que vous allez bien. Mon nom est Rekels et aujourd'hui on a une autre vidéo pour la série One Shot. Donc pour vous expliquer un petit peu c'est quoi la série One Shot, c'est où ce qu'on a des jeux qui ne sont pas très longs, qui durent environ 2 heures gros max et que je ne vois pas l'intérêt de découper en morceaux, soit parce que c'est une virée émotionnelle ou autre chose, ou pour quelconque raison. Donc aujourd'hui, je vous présente Before Your Eyes. Ce jeu a une particularité très spéciale. Donc, il se joue, oui, avec la souris, mais pour sélectionner les choses et pour passer vers une autre étape des souvenirs de la personne qu'on va suivre, il suffit de cligner des yeux. Donc, il se peut que par bout, je manque quelques bouts. Donc, comme vous le savez, et vous allez l'entendre souvent dans la vidéo, j'ai des verres de contact, donc une petite faiblesse pour ce genre de jeu-là, puisque les verres de contact sèchent plus vite que les yeux naturels. Mais qui sait dans quoi qu'on va s'embarquer? Et on commence ça dès maintenant. Ok. Il s'agit d'un jeu basé sur le clignement des yeux. Voyez-vous, chaque fois que vous clignez des yeux, le jeu le remarquera. Vous comprenez comment ça fonctionne? Ok, donc à chaque fois que je clignais des yeux, il y avait une nouvelle phrase qui apparaissait. Si vous voyez un métronome et cligner des yeux, vous avancez dans le temps. Ben, c'est nice, ça. Wow. Et je m'en rends même pas compte que je cligne. Oh, c'est grave. Qu'est-ce qui vient de se passer? Ah, je cligne énormément, tu sais, quand tu essaies de penser à ça, tu t'en rends compte. Donc le voice acting va être complètement en anglais.
Well, hello there, stranger. Ooh, you're a real bright and shiny one, aren't you? I ask you for your name, but sadly you got no mouth to speak with, or hands to shake with, or nose to look down with. So we're gonna have to find another way. See, what you'll find is, even though you're no longer in your body,
Plus dans mon corps,
body's still inside of you. If that makes any sense.
on va dire.
So, if you understand what I'm saying, blink over my hand here. Ooh, well, look at that. You're a blinking genius.
Oh.
We're special. You see all them poor souls down there, lost in the waves? I didn't choose any of them. I chose you.
Ok, fait qu'on est ça. On est une âme.
I just sometimes get a sort of a hunch, or what's a better word? Notion? There's a better word than that. Premonition. A premonition when a soul's worth pulling up. Now you see that tower out there? Big scary one.
Ouh.
That's where I'm taking you to see the gatekeeper.
Ben,
You're
jugé.
judged. I'm gonna present your case. Tell her the whole story of your entire life, from prow to stern. Now, if she's impressed, I get paid the Bitcoin, and you get yourself a spot in her magnificent city.
Ok.
If she ain't, well, I eat seagull for dinner again, and you, well.
Ouais, qu'est-ce qui nous arrive? Je peux pas le dire, hein.
Because I am the best orator you'll find on these sickly waters. Class A storyteller, believe you me. Oh, shut up, you trash birds. You had your chances. It wasn't my fault you were no good.
Oh boy. On s'entend que ça veut dire que les...
Clock watchers. I got some words for you.
Tout un raconteur d'histoire, guys. Tout un raconteur d'histoire.
Sorry you had to hear that. So sure, maybe I'm not the most verbose storyteller out there, but I know how to spin a yarn if I'm given something to work with. And that's where you come in. Your life. You're gonna show it to me.
OK?
I want to see exactly what made you so absolutely great. So, just think back to the very beginning.
La tour est vraiment
The
imposante.
first thing that you can remember.
Qu'est-ce qu'on se souvient?
I'm gonna send you there. But understand, no matter how much you like it, you're not gonna be able to stay, alright? Every time you blink, you're going to jump forward in time. Could be a second, could be 5 years. That's just how this thing works.
Faut pas que je blink comme un malade.
He's ready for this. Now, the next time that you blink, I'm gonna send you back. Now, don't be afraid, and don't try to fight it. The thing to remember about blinking is, well, it's only a matter of time.
T'as-tu autre chose à dire? Comment que je cligne mes yeux?
I'm touched you enjoy my company. I really
Je vois les yeux secs à la fin.
just
Ah!
try to enjoy it.
J'ai essayé de topper, guys. Ça doit que je suis pas bon pour topper pour pousser en voyons, cligner des yeux. Ok, c'est quoi notre premier souvenir?
Look at that sun. We've got a long, beautiful day ahead of us.
Wow, ouais.
Why are you smiling like that? You must really like it out here, huh?
Oh non.
Well, I get that. I like it too.
Ah, je pense que ça le fait juste quand que le métronome il est là parce qu'on aurait skippé bien des affaires. Oh. Hey! La feuille est partie. Wow. Hello?
Get you some seashells. What do you say?
Ok. Elle écrivait une chanson ou...
You see that big spiky plant over there? That's called an agave. 11 years from now, that plant will die so it can give birth to this tall, amazing tree covered in flowers. We'll have to keep our eyes on that.
Ah!
It really slipped away, didn't it?
Effectivement.
Oh well.
Ça-
Trees have a tendency to do that, I guess.
On dirait que ça passe en un clignement d'yeux.
Where's the
Okay, go ahead, kid. Look at that. There's your little hand.
Wow, on a un
to
an.
make him do this every birthday?
That's a great idea.
Oh my god. Ah, je sens qu'on va skipper ben du stock, guys.
Oh, you want to play along with Mommy, don't you? Give it time. I'm sure you'll be better than me soon enough. Now, where was
Oh my god. Ça paraît beaucoup plus simple que qu'est-ce que c'est.
Sounds good, honey.
I'm sending it to my mentor next week. It has to be perfect.
Well, sounds pretty perfect to me.
Yeah, what do you like about it?
Ah, il brise plein de bulles. C'est nous autres qui décident les bulles qui brisent. C'est bien cute.
I also like the person playing it.
Yeah, I worry that might have something to do with it.
Oubliez ça. Oh, wow.
His little face. What do you think he's thinking about?
I don't know. Probably solving the problems of the universe.
Ah, c'est le bateau. Ah, tabarnak!
No, it's not derivative. At least I didn't think it was. Do you think you could tell the other members of the selection committee what I just told you? Right.
Pour ça qu'un métronome, faut plus que je bouge les yeux. Mais c'est
Guess
pas
I
tout
just put a
simple.
lot of expectation on this call.
On redécide le bateau.
I understand. Thank you for considering my piece, John. It really means a lot.
Oh! C'est bien cute.
Oh, that's sure a little mess of color.
Le lancer?
Hey, we do not throw things in this house. If you're mad that you aren't good enough yet, you know, one day you'll be able to paint exactly what you have in your head. You'll be a real artist.
Ah, c'est bien triste. Pas comme ta pauvre mère. Oh non.
See? That used to be my piano.
C'était son piano. Salut Océane, comment
My
vas-tu?
dad gave it to me. He loved music. Fled his home country just to have a chance to pursue it.
Clairement, le jeu il est fait pour pas que tu sois capable de te taper super longtemps sans cligner des yeux parce qu'il y a des méchantes sections. C'est sûr que j'ai un désavantage vu que j'ai des balles de contact, mais quand même. Bon. Je pense que vous connaissez la chanson là, de ce que je vous dis depuis le début, fait que ça se peut que des fois je skip un peu plus vite que prévu.
God, he made me practice so much. I hated it at first.
Ça va bien, merci. Mais c'est bien chien!
I'd
Ah,
love to
merci.
take it further than conducting the high school choir. Never said anything though. He was what you might call the strong silent type. Can you believe I grew up in the snow? And I came all the way out here to the beach. I don't even know how I got here. Your dad got his job and I just came with him. Like a human suitcase.
Ah!
Hey, Benny. Are you ready to see something
Ok.
really special?
Pour te faire comprendre, Océane, ce qui se passe, c'est
Don't
que
want him to get attached.
à chaque fois que je cligne des yeux, quand il y a un métronome, ça skip à la scène d'après. Puis pour interagir avec tout, j'ai pas à cliquer sur quoi que ce soit, j'ai juste à cligner des yeux, comme vous pouvez voir.
Richard,
What?
that's the cutest thing I've ever seen.
Ah, il manque un
What's wrong with
œil.
that?
We can't keep him, can we? I mean, I'm pretty much definitely allergic, so no, right?
No. We'll find someone to take him. But while he's here, I say we call him Ernie. Little Ernie. Fits him, doesn't it?
Oh, he's
Ah! Fait qu'on sait que son chat c'est Henry, même s'il est allergique.
now play the C major chord I taught you. Remember?
Bon.
There you go. Doesn't that make you feel happy? Like you just want to jump up and down? Now, what about C minor? You remember how to play that one? Very good.
Comme nous. Wow. On est en train de vieillir tranquillement pas vite.
Amazing what a difference one little change can make on how a person feels.
Ah, elle est allergique. C'est bien triste.
Sort of like me and your little friend on your piano there.
Je peux pas jouer? Fait que comme tu peux voir, le jeu est vraiment contrôlé par mes clignements d'yeux. C'est assez spécial. Richard Brown. I'm cheaper than hiring movers, trust me. Okay.
She was in grad school studying composition. I never met anyone like her. I just prayed to God I could somehow keep up.
C'est notre père qui nous fait les mémoires.
I think she liked that
gave me a certain gravitas in her eyes, which I very quickly lost.
En fait, le contrôle est pas super compliqué, c'est le fait de, quand il y a le métronome, aussitôt que je cligne des yeux, on passe sur la scène d'après, ça veut dire que je peux manquer beaucoup d'informations, et vous aussi en même temps, parce que vous voyez ce que je vois, hein, donc... c'est surtout là-dessus que j'essaie de me contrôler pour pas cligner des yeux, le reste du temps, c'est pas si grave que ça.
Take me to so many places.
Et là, comme il y a un métronome, je peux pas cligner des yeux.
Careful.
Sauf quand je m'en vais sur un icône comme ça.
Where would you want to go if you could only go to one?
Ah, je sais pas. La Grèce, probablement.
Well, just remember to put on sunscreen. Man, I gave you some unfortunate genes, didn't I? Luckily, Mom gave you some good ones, so yeah, let's hope they balance each other out.
Et voilà. On est passé. Bien sûr. Oh, on embarque sur le vrai piano. Cool. Comme là, vu qu'il n'y a rien, je peux cligner des yeux à volonté. Ça me fera absolument rien. On est le 7 janvier.
Wait, is that... That's my piece. How did you figure out how to play that? Richard, are you hearing this?
What?
He's playing my piece. He must have figured it out by ear. I mean, I was a gifted kid, but he's brilliant.
Ok, là, j'ai vraiment pas eu l'impression de cligner. J'ai juste mis ses yeux trop bas que ça a fait comme si je clignais. Well, damn. Des choses qui arrivent. Sinon, j'ai cligné des yeux sans même m'en rendre compte. On va jouer avec le minou.
Oh God, I have my interview in 5 minutes and I completely forgot to feed him.
Don't worry, I already did.
Oh, thank God. For a moment, I forgot what a great father you are.
Focus on the interview, honey. I got this.
Le moment où ce que je me dis, il y a peut-être de quoi d'intéressant après. Il y a rien de l'air d'avoir plus tard que qu'est-ce qui se passe là, hein? Pas rien qu'on peut cliquer dessus non plus. Let's go! On va passer à l'autre scène.
Excuse me, of course, sir.
Oh, le chien est plus grand.
Moi
aussi.
They will literally be on your desk when you get in.
Oh, un plus beau dessin.
What could possibly happen to the files between now and tomorrow morning?
Non!
We are fine.
T'as fait pipi sur les feuilles! Minou! Henry!
When's he coming?
I'm flying him out in February, remember? You know, I think he was pretty surprised that I could actually afford to do that.
Hey, why not? You're a working woman now.
I guess that's true.
Don't let it go to your head, but yeah.
Please let the cat know. It's time to use the litter box, though.
Baby steps. He's got one eye.
C'est ça que je disais depuis le début. Il y a juste un œil.
This is called a metronome. We use it to measure time so we don't get lost in the music.
Woo!
I want you to start using it before Grandpa comes to visit.
Ok. Non, ça veut...
My father once told me, when I was about your age, the only way to fight against time is to create a work of genius, which might live on after you're gone.
Welcome on, Dad. Cool.
So I asked him, what about your children? Thinking, I might be a work of genius just as I was. He said, yes, I suppose. If you made a work of genius, I could live on through that as well. No such luck for me. But I haven't seen him in over 10 years. Can you believe that? I wonder if he'll even recognize me.
Ah, ça fait 10 ans qu'elle a pas vu son père, c'est pas drôle ça. Il peut rien faire là. On va commencer à m'habituer, guys. Moi, j'essaie le plus possible. Des fois, c'est incontrôlable, là. On est-tu à terre? Oh mon dieu. Hey. Mais... Oh! Ajouter le
You
métronome.
need to stay in time with the metronome, okay? Subdivide the time. 1E and a 2E and a 3E and a 4E and a 1E and a 2E and a 3E and a 4E. You're off. You're off, Ben. You can't hear that?
Hmm. Hmm. Pas cool.
There you go, buddy. Okay, now keep a firm grip on it, just like that. Oh my. Well, don't think you like that. Sorry, buddy. Turn around, Al, so we can photograph you.
Tourne-toi. Tourne-toi.
I'm just really behind right now. Why don't you take photos in the backyard? It may not be interesting at first, but if you keep going back out there every day, you'll be surprised by how much it changes.
Elle veut qu'on aille prendre des photos de la cour arrière. Et moi, je voulais prendre des photos ici. Oh! Une belle petite photo. C'est freaking cute comment c'est fait pour vrai.
Ernie!
Non!
So you're saying it's a coincidence that it disappears for weeks and then comes back with a huge belly?
But Ernie's a boy.
And you're sure about that?
Thought I was.
Uh-huh.
Mais...
That was based on...
Equal distance? Equal distance from the butt. If it's further away or something, then it's one or the other.
What was Ernie's?
I couldn't really tell.
What are you talking about then?
Oh, wow! On prend des photos d'Henry.
I'm still not understanding how you let this happen.
C'était une femelle.
No. I didn't think about it. It just happened.
You just happened to find a stray cat in the alley. We keep it even though I hate cats. And now it just happens to pop out 5 more?
I'm sorry. I didn't realize.
Keeps coloring the grass blue, the ocean. Are you able to pick up the new book?
Yes. The Manila Galleon is up to 600.
I meant Benny's book.
Oh, yeah. Got those two.
It's pretty expensive, right?
Can't put a price on learning.
I mean, they did. And it's stupidly big.
Well... C'est d'en savoir le plus possible sur sa vie, mais c'est pas évident. J'aurais pu vous mettre cette porte-là, effectivement. C'est quoi qu'on entend? Damn it!
I know, it seems impossible that you could ever play something so complex, but just take it one day at a time. Trust me. You're really getting there, honey. Next week we'll start working on your other hand. listen to him, Richard. I'm enlisting him in that competition.
I thought you said competitions took the joy out of playing music.
Not if you win.
Je suis sûr que dans des trucs de piano, t'as le droit de cligner des yeux, bâtard.
Okay. 2 brackets on each side. 2 screws on each bracket. 2 washers on each screw. So that means we need 8 washers. We have none. Where the hell are the washers?
The quiz said find the 0, and he just drew an arrow pointing to it. Everything is wrong.
Ah, c'est parfait! Non, mais ça, c'était juste parfait. Ils ont demandé de trouver le 0. Il a juste fait une flèche pour trouver le 0. Oh, wow! Ok, puis là, il a juste fait 6 plus 2 plus 1, puis 4 plus 6 plus 2. De 9 douzième. Well. 4.2 fois 10 à la 2. Ça donne pas 100. 10 à la 2, ça donne 100, mais 4.2 fois 10 à la 2, ça donne pas 100. 4.10 fois 1 quart plus 7 fois 2 cinquièmes, ça donne clairement pas 2. Puis là, c'était une demi. En tout cas. Il dit-tu quelque chose ou il y a rien qui se passe? Oh, que j'ai fait cligner des yeux comme le métronome est apparu, giveaway. Donc pour le donner. Vous reconnaissez la porte? Oh, c'est bien triste. On a des nouveaux petits voisins. Hello? On s'amuse vraiment beaucoup avec l'appareil photo, pour vrai. A playscape. Ok.
Why are you always out here taking photos?
Ben, c'est la seule place que ta mère veut.
If you really want to take a photo of something cool, you should take a photo of this. Oh shoot, I think I gotta go. But try to take a photo of me running into my house. I'm pretty fast, so I don't think you'll be able to. But you can try. What the hell? How did he do that?
Ah, c'était parfait.
Betty's about to play for us.
Oh.
Wow, Elle, he's unbelievable. My God, I didn't realize our head of accounting was raised like a musical prodigy.
Didn't you used to be a composer yourself, Elle?
No, I don't know if I'd say that.
But you used to write your own music, right?
Yeah, but I haven't done that in years. Not since he was 4 or 5 years old.
And what do you do, Richard?
He's a professor.
Of what?
Well, no one really knows.
No, I mean, what's his field?
It's maritime archaeology.
Very cool.
But no one really knows what it means.
Unknown legend.
It's kind of one of those professions that stops a dinner party short.
Oh.
Okay, more wine?
I'll have a little more wine, please.
Je vois plus rien. Je pense que... Yay! On l'a réussi, guys! Tabarnouche! Les faire de contact au sec.
History. My name is Mr. Isaac. The class will be broken up into
Hey, you.
units.
Look on your desk. I wrote you something.
Dear neighbor kid, cher enfant voisin bizarre. On est dans la même classe, quelle coïncidence, garde à l'esprit qu'on est à l'école. On ne se connaît pas, je ne m'adresse pas la parole, jamais. Bisous,
I want
Chloé.
each of you to write it down. Not doodle on the sidelines, not stare off into space.
Ceux qui oublient le passé se condamnent à le revivre.
Now I will go on to the next slide. Chloe, tell me, what did the quote say?
Right, I definitely know this.
You were taking notes, weren't you, Chloe?
Oh, yes, of course. Come on, dude. Help me out.
Même si t'as pas été cool avec moi.
Those who do not remember the past, repeat the past. That's right, right?
Indeed it is. Though I'd prefer you to answer without the help of your boyfriend next time. If we do not keep an accurate account of the past,
I tried to convince your father not to buy you that thing, but he insisted. Half suspect he bought it for himself. The little guys are pretty cute, though. I will admit that. Oh, I want the job of whoever gets paid to think of
Un nouveau combattant fait son entrée afin que vos combattants préférés sont prêts au combat sur Playscape. Rejoignez Marcy et ses 4 frères à la recherche de leur mère disparue, la légendaire Reine Conque. Piégez des monstres luants avec les carapaces C du Dr. Heb et affrontez-les lors de combats spectaculaires. Et quand tout le reste échoue, utilisez votre conscience. Y'a rien d'autre à faire là? Yay! Ok! Oh Dieu.
I've definitely seen you next door, but I didn't realize you guys had become friends.
Oh, sure. We sit together in history class. I don't know what I'd do without old Benny.
Very sweet. Thank you for playing this game with him.
Your dad just thanked me for hanging out with you? That's a very interesting detail.
C'est chiant un peu aussi.
Shut up. It's called a magnet school.
Notre père qui remercie la fille pour se tenir avec nous autres, c'est un peu méchant.
It's about an hour away in a town called Burton. I know the change can be scary, but I just want you to go in.
Bonsoir la prof, comment vas-tu?
You know, life can take you to some incredible places.
Ah, bien merci.
If you're really, really good at something.
Content que ça évite de ton côté aussi. Est-ce qu'il y a autre chose à dire? Ça a l'air spécial ton jeu. À chaque fois que je cligne des yeux, ça avance quand il y a un métronome.
You think you could excel in that sort of an environment?
Dans quel environnement?
Sorry, he gets very shy.
Oh, not to worry. If he's as gifted as you say he is, shyness is no problem. Why don't you two come back closer to the end of the year for an audition?
Wait, cool.
We'll get a few pieces that you can have him start learning. I'm eager to hear what your son is capable of. So,
Il continue à parler puis il y avait rien qui sortait.
and you were a musician yourself. Where did you study?
Oh, Berkeley. But I was in the composition department.
Ah, and who did you study under?
John MacDonald?
I understand he's very difficult.
Yes. Taciturn is the word I used.
Taciturn. Yes. People have described me that way, if you can believe it.
Oh, I would never say that about you.
Thank you. I wouldn't either.
You seem very warm, very caring.
Well, mais encore. Ok, j'imagine qu'on a fini le chapitre. Donc, pour t'expliquer un peu ce qui se passe là, c'est que le jeu est contrôlé par mes clignements d'yeux. Puis à chaque fois que je cligne des yeux, soit qu'on utilise quelque chose, soit que on avance dans le temps. Quand il y a un métronome, si je cligne des yeux, ça fait avancer dans le temps. Donc, on peut manquer complètement la scène si je cligne des yeux au mauvais moment. C'est pas super évident. Et comme tu sais, je porte des lunettes d'habitude, donc c'est encore moins évident.
As you can see, there are some very fast runs in there.
Et hein?
And a lot of stuff I've not taught you properly yet. So no pressure. I just want you to try. And we can see if you start enjoying it.
On l'entend la musique.
Just like to see you really rise to the occasion. Just this once.
On profite pour cligner des yeux quand il y a rien.
Of going to a school like that when I was your age. I wouldn't be working this boring job or living in this boring town, I'll tell you that.
Ah, je veux pas chiffonner ça. Tu sais, comme là, aussitôt que je vais cligner des yeux, on va voir ça dans la scène prochaine. Dans la prochaine scène, en fait. Fait que... Et voilà. Des fois, je coupe des dialogues de même.
Don't answer that, Ben. You can talk to your friend after you practice.
Dans le fond, on est en train de faire vivre à Ben le rêve que sa mère elle
Oh
avait.
my god. Is she really calling you again? What, is she obsessed with you? Keep that up. You're sounding really good.
Ok, mais elle est longue celle-là, là. Damn it. Combien de temps vous pensez qu'il peut résister avant de répondre? En fait, je pense que c'est juste comme coincé là tant que je clignerai pas des yeux, on s'entend? Damn it.
Anubis, in the presence of Ma'at, who you remember is the goddess of truth and justice, would weigh the deceased soul against a feather, determining whether it was worthy of entering into her land of the dead. And what if they are deemed unworthy? Well, you can see that ugly fur ball under the scale? That is Amamet, and she's got...
Hey,
and yes,
Mr.
got
Kid. Over
the
here.
head of a
That's-
crocodile, fur
Look
of
at
a lion.
Elle nous a envoyé encore une autre lettre. Cher enfant, un voisin bizarre. Ce soir, après que mon père aura été se coucher, je vais me faufiler dehors et aller dormir sur la plage. Si tu veux une invitation, dessine-moi Mr. Isaac avec l'air constipé. Bisous, étrange voisin bizarre. Oh non.
Sort of like me with your weekly quizzes.
Oh non.
Why is he so scared looking? Okay, I'll call you when I'm leaving my house. You better pick up my call, dude.
Ah. C'est bon. Ça va être pendant que je pratique, check bien ça. Ah, c'était clair.
Slightly worried I hadn't been changed schools just as he's starting to make friends.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure the only reason she keeps coming here is to play that game you bought for him.
Okay, listen, I don't claim to understand the motives of children.
Richard, Benny has a chance here. A real chance to be really good at something. I mean this with no offense at all. But I don't think you actually really understand what that is.
No, suppose you're right.
Oh, Richard, please. Life's like that.
Ouais. Elle veut vraiment me faire vivre son rêve. C'est elle qui était pour être musicienne, puis elle a manqué sa shot, puis ben. C'est triste quand même. Si vous voulez que je vous dise.
Lights out. You need to be rested for tomorrow. Memory consolidates when you're asleep. So if you go to sleep now, you will awaken a master. Trust me.
Ouais. J'ai dit à l'autre que j'irais à la plage avec elle.
Turn the lights off.
Benny, Mom says turn the lights off.
Not Mom says, you say.
Wow, didn't think you'd actually pick up. I'm a sticky for a baby. I apologize. Okay, so meet me out in the alley in T minus now, okay? Chloe, out.
Ok. On va aller dormir dehors. Peut-être pas bon pour notre affaire, mais.
I'm really glad you're here. There's something I've been meaning to talk to you about. Or to get off my chest. Okay. I don't think Constance is actually a really good game. My cousin Yoon, he was in town this weekend, and he was explaining how it's actually a ripoff of a really good Japanese game. He calls it a cash grab. So I'm sorry that I made you like it because it's actually a terrible game.
Parce que ton cousin a
I
dit que
also
c'était un
think
mauvais
that
jeu.
if it was a really good game, maybe we wouldn't have enjoyed playing it as much. We would have been so focused on how good it was and not the feelings we had while we were playing it. Like, my favorite vegetable is the tomato, but Yoon thinks that they're the grossest ever. And you're probably the least popular boy in the school, but I also like hanging out with you the most, which was
Thank you.
also something I wanted to talk to you about. I like hanging out with you a lot, which is weird because after what happened with my mom, I never like hanging out with anyone. So this has been a big surprise for me this year, in a lot of ways. I think I like that you let me talk. My cousin never lets me talk.
J'ai pas le choix, j'ai pas de bouche.
My dad does, but I can tell he's not really listening.
Il y a mettre des étoiles dans le ciel. See? No! Il t'a marqué c'était here!
Probably didn't sleep at all. Out in the cold all night.
Oh
You're
no!
already feeling sick, aren't you? It's okay, you still got this. I mean, all the practice had to count for something. Maybe just try and close your eyes now and get a little sleep on the way over. I'm going to play the recording so the sound of mastery can seep into your subconscious a little, okay? Close your eyes, Ben. We're going to be there soon.
In your own time, Benjamin, we are very excited to hear.
Fine. Pensez-vous qu'on va réussir? On en manque une coupe. Non, non, ok, c'est pas super. Tabarnane!
Oh, okay, okay.
Ah!
So, Benjamin, why don't we plan on having you come back
Oh
next
no.
year again, once you've had a bit more time to practice? Yes? As you know, Burton isn't the right fit for every student, and I wish you the best of luck on your path, wherever it may take you, okay? Alright.
C'est bien
I
mauvais.
really want to thank you and your mother for coming all the way out here. I know it was quite the drive.
T'as-tu autre chose à rajouter avec ça, hein? Maintenant que je me suis planté solide? Non? Parfait.
Maybe I pushed you too hard. Maybe I turned into my own father. I don't know. You have to find something to focus on. The world isn't very kind to people who aren't really good at something.
Oh, come on. That's pas cool. Voyez grand, jouez fort.
I'm not worried about who you are, Benny. I'm worried about who you're going to become.
Ok. J'imagine qu'il n'y a rien d'autre. Tous les parents s'inquiètent de qu'est-ce que leurs enfants peuvent devenir, s'ils sont heureux puis tout là-dedans.
We
Heureux
brought
pas.
him home from school for a while, just until this nasty thing clears. Hey, Elle, would you mind taking a quick walk with me down to my office? There's a small clerical thing I need you to look at before I can let you two go.
Oh, yes, of course. I'll be right back, Benny, okay?
Just maybe 5 minutes, kiddo, okay?
Je peux pas tenir 5 minutes sans cligner des yeux, guys. Je peux bien, hein. Ah. Come on. Ah, clairement pas, c'est impossible. Et voilà! Des fois, c'est incontrôlable.
Having him home for a while means I can spend more time with him. You know?
Hmm.
Focus him. Make sure he's staying.
Ah, c'est triste. C'est une des premières vues qu'on avait dans le jeu, ça, right? En tout cas, l'eau qui est là pis tout. La plage est plus très belle. Couché dans notre lit avec notre manette de Playscape.
I want you to figure out something actually productive to do while you're home from school.
Ok, qu'est-ce que je peux faire? Absolument rien nulle part que je peux interagir avec. Même pas en hauteur, même pas... Non. Sont toutes ces vieilles affaires. Oh non, c'est reparti, guys! Qu'est-ce que je suis censé faire avec le bateau? Je suis censé faire quoi avec? Au moins, les autres fois d'avant, j'avais des bulles à péter pis toutes sortes d'espèces d'affaires, mais là, il y a absolument rien nulle part. Pourquoi il verrait l'affaire? Non, fonctionne bien le truc oculaire, inquiétez-vous pas. Même beaucoup trop à comparer de ce que j'aurais voulu. Fait que là, il commence à être bon en dessin. Vraiment un beau petit talent.
He's drawing. He's becoming completely obsessed.
Commence à avoir du talent. Il est devenu complètement obsédé en train de dessiner et tout. Ah, banane, hein.
No. You young Vincent? Well, ever since he got sick, all he does is make art.
What about his piano?
Oh, he doesn't play much anymore. You have to see how good he's got at drawing.
Just show us after dinner.
I mean, it's a letter.
Oh non! T'as pas voulu!
And Mr. Benjamin Bryn has been awarded first place.
Nice!
I really gotta thank you for this, Benny. Emma Bills is so pissed that weird camera kid won over her multiple horse portrait that she literally just left with her dad.
Ok, fait que ça c'est le deuxième prix. Troisième. On s'est trouvé une passion. Ça c'est cool. Candidature à l'école d'art. Question 3. En 2 courts paragraphes, décrivez la raison pour laquelle vous souhaitez suivre une carrière artistique. Oh, wow! C'est parfait, pour vrai. C'est tellement bien fait. Non, c'est vraiment cool, pour vrai, comme arts.
You are not here to learn to be painters. You are here to learn to be artists. And although I was hired to teach you, it is a sham. There is no teaching art. So don't just sit there slack-jawed. Make art, you ponies! Oh.
Oh my god. Il m'a surpris quand il s'est mis à crier après nous. Oh, on va dessiner quelqu'un tout nu.
Oh, how very wacky and fun these are.
C'est bien drôle. C'est très drôle, non? Tu mets ça sur la tête à la place?
It's very zany, very kitsch.
Oh non!
Lucky for you.
On va passer ça vite!
There you go, Mr. Bryn.
C'est cool ça, ouais.
Feel each shape.
C'est nice de manière que c'est fait. C'est pas autre chose qu'on peut dessiner, hein.
I want you all to take a long look at what Mr. Bryn has done here. You see, he has reached down deep within himself and created a masterpiece.
Oh!
I pray you have a strong hold on yourself, Mr. Bryn. For I fear talent like these, you may soon be swept away by a whirlwind. It becomes difficult putting one foot in front of the other when they are no longer touching the ground.
Pour longtemps, j'ai pas cligné des yeux, guys. Et puis là, d'avoir quelque chose à dire. Il revient pas. Wow. Oh, on a toilette exposée? Nice.
The ironic sincerity of this piece is so sincerely ironic.
He's flipped the discourse so thoroughly, I'm actually dizzy.
Nice. On a trouvé une passion pour nous.
I know that lots of agents gave you lots of cards, and it all probably feels weird and alienating and the opposite of what being a starving artist is supposed to feel like. But if I can teach you one thing, it's that if opportunity knocks, you open the door. Making a living isn't selling out. I wish I had thought of it that way.
Benjamin! Marvelous show last week. Truly stunning. I've never been prouder. One little thing. A birdie told me
Ooh.
that Elba Pressenhuber gave you her card. Now, I want you to cut that card into little pieces and feed it to an alley cat. Elba Pressenhuber is not in the business of the arts. Elba Pressenhuber is in the business of business. And you, child, you are no businessman. You are an artist. Live like one.
Okay.
Don't worry. You're not selling your soul.
Ah, qu'est-ce qu'on fait? On signe le contrat ou on le chiffonne? Ben, elle est wild.
Well, look at that. You've crumpled my contract. Whatever you want, kid. Sure, you got talent. But what's talent? Oh, get out of my office. You know I'd call security if I was actually. Now what are you going?
Ah!
Being a difficult artist, the best of us are.
Est-ce que c'est drôle ça?
This is divine. So, now that you've grown your wings, tell me, young master, where will you fly? May I suggest somewhere abroad? This American air can be stifling.
Ok, mais où?
I want to eat. If we both only get appetizers, I can afford to go down.
Oh man. On est dans la Grèce, guys. Peux-tu dessiner celle? Non. C'était bold comme move, mais ça en a valu la peine. Wow.
Hey, Ben. Don't even pick up this call, okay? I mean it. I'm just calling to inform you that I went to the doctor today, and, well, I'm gonna be a little sick for a while, but really, I don't want you worrying about it at all. Oh, Benny, I told you not to pick up. There's nothing you can do for me right now. All you can do is just keep painting, keep striving. You make that work of true genius. I can just tell you're almost there. So, I'm going to hang up the phone now, and you're just gonna get back to work, okay?
Non.
Goodbye, Benny.
Non. Maman. Toi, t'es malade de quoi? Dis-moi-le. J'aurais dû écouter.
But that's enough from me. Now,
C'est
you'll
notre
hear
père.
from the person who I believe was the single
Oh
thing in
non.
the world my wife was most proud of. Her magnum opus, so to speak. I think you all know who I'm talking about. Benny? You ready to come up here?
Ah. C'est bien triste. T'allais pas être juste malade pour un peu. C'est pas ça que le médecin t'a dit.
Go on, B. Say something. What's wrong? Why aren't you talking?
Come on, Ben. Come on, Benjamin. Dis quelque chose. Il a pas été capable de dire quoi que ce soit.
Hey, you. As you know, I talk to big, very important people every day. And there's one thing that everybody is asking me. What's going on with Benjamin Brin? And what am I supposed to say? That I haven't heard from my star pupil in 6 months? This is getting ridiculous.
Oh non.
You are a snake. You're a fraud. But worst of all, Benjamin, you're a little tease. I have told the world that Benjamin Brain is a genius. I have told the world that Benjamin Brain is silent because Benjamin Brain is hard at work creating his greatest work yet. But you are doing nothing! The world has forgotten you, Benjamin! They have moved on! And I have moved on too. You have broken my heart.
Hey, B. Just calling to
Non, 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 pas toi aussi, là.
I think I'm selling the house. She's everywhere here, son. I can't move without bumping into her. And then I just find myself breaking down again. I hope you understand. Take whatever you want. With your mother gone, I'm hoping to finally live without all the clutter. I'm just so glad you got to speak to her one last time. I mean, I know she told you not to pick up the phone, but
On le garde
I'm just
dessus,
so
mais.
happy that you did.
On le garde dessus ou on le
I
garde
just
pas, ça?
wanted you to focus on your
Ça peut nous rappeler elle, mais dedans, ça.
That's
Ah,
the
on le
only
garde.
thing that matters. What's that? That's so fascinating, son.
C'est son livre à elle. Peux-tu le mettre dans ma boîte? Je peux le mettre dans aucune boîte. C'est bien cute, pour vrai.
Look. It's unbelievable, Benny. It's like she's standing in the room with us. Like I can see her in the paint. I can feel her.
The life in painting, oh. Le passage du jour, inspiré par l'œuvre de sa défunte mère, la compositrice Elle Fishman, relativement inconnue de son vivant. Bryn a mis sur le marché.
God, I can't believe this. It's been years. I just walked through the entire show. It's unbelievable. I'd love to walk through it again with you. I mean, if you were down for that.
Bryn a mis sur le devant de la scène son incroyable talent et l'a sorti de l'obscurité avec la création de cette œuvre. Elle est dorénavant considérée comme l'une des plus grandes compositrices de son époque. Oh, nice.
I just can't believe that my entire childhood, I was living next to a bona fide genius. I should have guessed it. I mean, with all those little drawings you did.
Ça, c'est recherche constante.
And your mom.
Rampe de lancement.
I always heard her playing piano from next door, but I didn't know she wrote the actual music. She was a genius. Like mother, like son, I guess. Hey,
Douleur
so,
croissante.
not to be forward, but what are you doing after this? Maybe we could get a drink or something?
First step. Les premiers pas, wow.
Everything that's happened to you. I want to hear all about it.
Now would you look at that?
Ah, on retourne là.
Believe my luck.
Là.
You finally hit the jackpot, Flapjack. Oh, the nobody nothings dying every day. You finally sink your hook into a... Whoa! Well, there you are. Well, hello.
On est proche de la tôle, hein.
If I realized, I would have cleaned up. I'm just used to fishing up a different class of soul. I mean, sure, I've had scientists, a couple college athletes here or there, but whew, an internationally renowned painter? The gatekeeper's gonna eat you up. Hey, speaking of that, why don't we give your story a test run? Maybe you help me out with the word choice, since, you know, I'm still working on that. See if I'm getting all the strokes right, the proper composition, if you catch my drift. Forget about it. All right, here we go. Gatekeeper! Before you stands the soul of a great man. Now, would you describe yourself as a happy kid or a lonely one.
Seul.
His childhood was a lonely one, growing up as a strange, quiet child in an isolated seaside town. And, what'd you say your mom was? A composer or an accountant? His mother was a composer who, with the need to support her family, took a job as an accountant. How would you describe her as a teacher? More encouraging or demanding?
Elle était plus demandante qu'encourageante.
Like your champion or... Therefore, as his piano teacher, she was over-demanding, forcing him to practice day in and day out, hoping that he might one day achieve that greatness that she never could.
C'est ce que j'avais l'impression aussi.
How about that neighbor girl? What was she to you? Was she your best friend or your first love? Now, be honest here. Don't be bashful.
C'est dur à répondre, hein? Plus best friend.
But on the eve of his big audition, he completely dropped the ball, staying up all night with his best friend and blowing it the next day. Now, from that moment forward, his mother gave up on him. She knew he didn't have what it took to be a truly great musician. But little did she know, she just picked the wrong medium, right? See, when he was 12 years old, he got sick, and he had to stay inside for an entire year.
Un an entier. Ouf.
In that year, he rediscovered a talent he'd forgotten. Painting. Sure, he loved finger painting as a child. Color and shape were the first languages he learned to speak. But, for the first time, he saw it in a more serious light. He was accepted into an exclusive art school where he caught the eye of an esteemed professor who launched his work into the national spotlight. Now be quiet. With expectations on his career mounting, he stalled himself into bankruptcy, which turned out to be a blessing, for it wasn't until he returned home to the house he grew up in that he began work on what would ultimately be considered his masterpiece. I said shut up, you scumballs! You mucky fowls!
Il scrape l'histoire. C'est pas pour ça que j'ai fait un masterpiece. Que notre bonhomme en a fait un. C'est bien plus triste que ça.
I hear what you're saying. I had assumed as much anyway.
Ça a l'air d'une prison plus qu'autre chose, cette affaire-là.
Those things, they're not regular gulls. They're liar birds.
Bon, ça y est.
They're what becomes of souls who tried to lie to the gatekeeper. And once they try that, they're never allowed near her city again. I get to feeling bad for not defending them right, so they just stay on with me.
D'accord.
Reminders of my oratory shortcomings. Oh, yeah,
Wow.
I'll be back to get you once I'm done with this one. Hopefully you won't be seeing him again.
J'espère bien qu'on se transformera pas en oiseau, guys. Ça serait trop triste.
You're a flea-bitten sap, you know that?
Ouais, c'est capuce.
Just look at him. Poor fool doesn't know what he's in for.
Il y avait des oiseaux derrière nous autres, right?
think that I haven't dealt with people like you. You're ashamed of something. Something so terrible, you're trying to blink right past it. Because if the gatekeeper, she'd have to dream up fresh new hells to punish someone as worthless as you. And I'm sure you're right. I'm sure you're the rottenest soul that I ever fished out of that black muck. And I should have thrown you back and sanitized my paw as soon as I laid eyes on you. But it's too late for that. We're in this together. And the gatekeeper, she'll see right through your fake lies as if they were glass.
Mais je mets sur quoi?
So I'm gonna ask you again to start from the very beginning. And this time, I want the truth. This ain't a schoolyard staring contest, buddy. Let's close those beady little eyes of yours before we run out of time.
Au revoir. Hey, il l'a attrapé. C'est la pièce qui était partie là.
Now play the C major chord I taught you. Remember?
Come on, keep blinking. I haven't found it
There
yet.
you go. Doesn't that make you feel happy? Like you just want to jump up and down? Now what about C minor? Remember how to play that one?
I don't have time for this. The gatekeeper's waiting.
Ah, man.
You know, my father once told me, when I was about your age, the only way to fight against time.
This. Stay here. What did your mother hear on that phone call?
Le pire, c'est que celle-là, tantôt, j'ai réussi à le faire, mais là, j'ai comme l'impression que mes yeux sont beaucoup trop secs pour réussir à le tenir. Mais je vous assure, je vais faire tout mon possible. Non! Woo!
I'm getting it. Hello? Yes, of course. This is Elle, his daughter.
Oh. Oh, what is it?
See, she knew she hadn't yet lived up to her father's expectations. And now, she never could.
Oh no.
Let's keep going.
You really need to stay in time with the metronome, okay?
You were a prodigal talent. I get it. Let's move.
1 E and a 2 E and a 3 E and a 4. We're eternally indebted.
What did you just say?
This isn't a trip down memory lane. I need you to stay focused. Yes, I understand about the cat. Let's keep going.
Là aussi, on va falloir qu'on attende. Qu'est-ce qu'il y a en arrière de cette porte-là, guys? C'est le son que je veux savoir, c'est quoi? Come on! Ah, j'ai failli! Ah, j'ai failli! J'ai voulu regarder le sablier en bas. Ok, good. Ouf! No, no.
The death of those cats must have taught you a terrifying lesson. That simply being alive wasn't
Oh
enough.
no.
So then you went to work to make yourself sensational.
Listen to him, Richard. I'm enlisting him in that competition.
I thought you said competitions took the joy out of playing music.
Not if you win.
Pourquoi que ça restait là, cette bout-là?
I like hanging out with you a lot, which is weird because after what happened with my mom,
to stay here, man, but we don't have the time.
So this has been.
I'm not worried about who.
Hey, Elle, would you mind taking a quick walk with me down to my office?
Come on, keep blinking.
Qu'est-ce que tu veux qu'on trouve? Oh, man.
Try to speak a little softer.
Hey!
Keep your eyes open. I need to see.
C'était pas voulu, ça, là.
Try to speak a little softer.
Faut pas que je regarde en bas, parce que aussitôt que je regarde en bas, c'est sûr que je cligne des yeux. Le pire, c'est que je vois quasiment brouiller pour eux. Bon, attends. Qu'est-ce que c'est?
I mean, what's the point?
What do you mean?
What's the point?
What's the point? What does that mean?
What's the point of any of it?
Ouch.
If he's never gonna get any better.
Okay. Let's not say that. Okay? We know we don't mean it.
I know I don't. I know.
I mean, what if he heard one of us saying something like that?
I'd never forgive myself.
It's okay. He's asleep. It's okay.
Non, j'écoute tout.
I see. You got sick. You howled at the moon at the top of your lungs.
C'est sûr qu'elle est roulée.
You were sick for a long time, weren't you?
Un an.
Sicker than healthy kids are supposed to get? Well, no matter how painful it gets, I need you to remember. We're almost at the end.
C'est bon, on va s'en rappeler.
This isn't video game time. I want you to figure out something actually productive to do while you're home from school.
J'ai sûrement quelque chose à cligner là-dessus.
Try writing with it. Well, hello, Benny. It was your grandfather's, but I used it in college to write lyrics.
T'es un artiste.
Exactly. It was very artsy. Actually, I was just good at fooling your dad. Made him think I was some kind of genius.
Qu'est-ce que j'écris?
Why don't you write the story of your life so far? And then what you're going to do once you get better. That's the story I want to hear.
Je peux pas
Story of
écrire.
who you're going to become, okay?
La super vie de Benjamin Brin. Donc, son enfance était une... Oui, il a écrit un E, là. Ça, c'est drôle. Et Shiloh, son enfance fut solitaire, celle d'un enfant étrange et discret dans un petit village côtier isolé. Sa mère était une compositrice. Sa mère était une compositrice et suite aux besoins de faire vivre sa famille, elle est devenue comptable.
Man, this is wild. really got into this, didn't you? Oh, here I am. But on the eve of his big audition, he completely dropped the ball, staying up all night with his best friend and blowing it the next day. Best friend? Okay, Ben.
Oh, ça c'était pas voulu, guys. Je m'excuse. Je voulais savoir qu'est-ce qu'il y avait à dire.
We're going to be in there for about 30 minutes, so try to get comfortable.
Ok. 30 minutes, c'est long, là.
Great, buddy. Just a little longer, okay?
Juste 30 minutes, guys. Mais comme moi que c'est impossible de pas cligner des yeux une fois pendant 30 minutes. Ben, en tout cas, je serais intrigué de savoir s'il y a un record là-dessus.
Knock, knock. You're gonna be so annoyed with me, but I couldn't help but overhear Chloe reading loud from what I think was your story the other night. I know. I promised myself I wouldn't eavesdrop, but I would really love to read it if you'd let me. What do you say? You know I'm such a big fan of anything you do.
Ah, je peux pas décider.
Can't.
Go in there and tell him you loved it.
I'm sorry, I just can't. Not right now.
Okay, don't worry. Just go to bed. I'll talk to you. Hey, B. Just want you to know that Mom loved your story. She's just, you know, I think it was just very emotional for her to read. But I thought it was great. I mean, look at this. His childhood was a lonely one, growing up a strange and quiet child in an isolated seaside town. I mean, I'm certainly bummed you feel that way. But what I want to know is, where'd you learn to write so well? All those cool words. Reads like Dickens.
Ah, mais j'avais le Bryn était un nul. Non. C'était le pire Bryn à avoir vécu. Oh non, je veux pas écrire des affaires de même. Je veux pas qu'ils sortent de même. Il n'a même pas combattu la maladie. Il s'est juste allongé et laissé mourir. Non! Je t'interdis, Benjamin, de faire ça.
Benny! Benny! Ben! Oh God, can you hear me? Richard! Richard, get up!
I'm up. What's going on?
I think he's unconscious. Call the paramedics now.
Okay, I'm doing it.
I'm just gonna wait with you here, okay? I'm gonna hold your hand. You feel that? That's me. That's your mom.
So if he's ever in pain, all he needs to do is press that red button and the drug will administer itself.
Thank you so much. You know, I know my wife would normally want to thank you herself.
No, I understand. It hits mothers the hardest, this sort of thing.
Thank you for understanding. It's been a rough one.
Et on est mercredi. Yo.
Hey, Eddie. Yeah, hey man, it's Richard. Listen, I know Elle's been missing in action, but I just want you to understand things have taken a really bad turn here. Yeah, no, that's not going to be possible. To be honest, your whole tone is pissing me off right now. Yes, I understand you have a business to run. It's a very cliche thing to say to me in a time like this. Okay. Well, then I guess all I can say is screw you too. I said screw you too. Yeah, man, that's all I got.
Hey, this isn't funny, you know. What, you're too scared to talk to me? Well, just so you know you're faking. Because if you were really sick, like actually sick, you'd have told me already. I happen to actually know about this stuff. So the fact that you are faking just so you don't have to go to school with me is actually ridiculous. I don't know if you're embarrassed about our night at the beach together, so you're avoiding me or what, but I just wanted to call to say I really don't appreciate being lied to. And it's not that I need your help in history class, you know. I actually never needed your help in history class. And I just pretended because you were clearly really lonely and you had no friends. And it was my New Year's resolution.
I remember when you were just 4 years old. Mom was going through a pretty tough time. I mean, not as tough as now, but yeah, her music had been rejected, and she was having trouble adjusting to her quiet little life out here, and I feared that I was losing her. But then you played this on the piano, and just your little hands reaching up for the keys. She just couldn't believe how gifted you were. And once she heard that, well, it was like you brought her right back to me. So, I was wondering if maybe you could do that trick again. Try closing your eyes. See if you can remember.
Wait, that's my bass. How did you figure out how to play that?
Wait, what?
Keep playing, B. She's listening.
C'est de moins en moins facile de rester longtemps sans cligner des yeux. Hey, Minou. Henry. Get well soon. What a pun.
What are you doing, Elle? She's gonna make you sick.
Oh, it's okay. I'm just so happy she's here. We've got to show this cat some real love. She's been through more than we can even imagine. She hasn't been over. Like, she didn't even care to visit?
No, I mean, I don't think he's told her.
And you're just letting that be?
I don't know her step. You know how Benny is.
She lost her mother a year ago. You knew that, right?
No, but what does that have to do with...
Okay, do we have her dad's number?
I don't know. Check the book.
Okay, I'm calling now.
Honey.
qu'on commence à avoir même un respirateur pis tout à côté de nous. Ça commence à pas être drôle, là.
Oh my god, you're an idiot.
What? Pourquoi?
You do realize this is really nothing special to me. I've seen this all before. I was thinking about what you said in the story the other day and how I reacted to it. I feel kind of bad. I shouldn't have done that. But hey, what are you looking at? Don't look up there. Look at me. I'm talking to you.
No.
I want to give you something, but I think I don't want to be in the room when you see what it is.
No.
So maybe if you close your eyes, I can give it to you and I'm gonna leave.
Je veux pas faire mes yeux encore.
Close your eyes now, okay?
Non. Un autre lettre. Tu es mon meilleur ami. Bisous, Chloé. C'est cute.
What is that?
It's something new I'm working on.
So you're writing again?
It's just a melody that came to me. It feels good to play it.
It's sad.
Yeah, well, that would make sense. But do you like it?
I mean, yeah. I love everything you do.
What do you like about it?
Not this old trap.
Go on. I'm waiting.
Well, it made me feel like if the unspeakable darkness I'm carrying can be so well expressed, maybe it's not so unspeakable. Nailed it, didn't I?
Yeah. I mean, that was pretty good.
Be brave, Benny. Ça devient de plus en plus dur à contrôler avec toutes ces affaires-là. Non. Quand je vous disais que... En tout cas, je me revenais là-dessus sur ce que je m'en allais vous dire.
It's okay, Benny. I understand. There's no need to show me anymore.
No, Richard, it's like I can't breathe. Like there's this clamp on my chest.
I know. It's okay.
You can come back to me now.
You have to do something. Richard, I can't breathe. I feel like I can't breathe.
It's okay, Benny. Just close your eyes. You know, for a while now, I've wondered if I'm just not a good enough storyteller. If I just don't have grand enough words, can't tell grand enough stories. But grand words and stories, I think they may be overrated. I know just what to tell her.
Les arbres changent dans le... C'est de la guider.
I've seen the gatekeeper take many forms depending on the soul I bring her. But once you see her, you'll know. Believe me. I should go get ready. Don't worry. We got this. I think.
Quelle forme qu'elle va prendre, vous pensez? À chaque fois que je cligne les yeux, ça change là-bas. Ça tue la forêt? Non? Ok, ça fait changer le temps. Un chat.
There she is. Wish me luck.
Gatekeeper, before you sits the soul of a child who died before he could grow old.
That means she's ready to hear your story.
You know, I never told you how much I loved your story. It's really so imaginative, and the person you wrote about is such an interesting and intense guy. My only issue was, well, I didn't like him very much. So, I wanted to read you something I wrote for you, which is about the Benny I've known for 11 years now. It's called The Great Life of Benjamin Bryn. Benjamin Bryn was born into an ordinary home, to an ordinary mother and father in a small town by the sea. His mother was a composer, or at least that's what she dreamed she'd be. So, when her own dreams didn't pan out, she began to dream for him. But then, when he was just 11 years old, he got sick.
And was forced to stay inside
For an entire year.
Je
In that year,
veux pas que ce soit toi qui la compte.
worried that he hadn't lived enough. So he made up a story of the great life he thought he wanted to live, which only made him forget the great life he already had. How he had filled a new home with light and joy and promise. How he met a girl, his neighbor, who felt all alone in the world and made her feel okay again. And how,
even when he was sick,
he still gave his parents hope. How he reminded them exactly who they were after they had almost forgotten. So when he knew he was going to go, he was okay. Because he'd already lived a great life, a full life. And he was everything he needed to be, just as he was.
Woo!
she accepts. Close your eyes now and keep them closed. She's gonna let you in. Go on. You know what to do.
Why is he smiling like that?
It must be somewhere that he likes.
Je sais pas si ça marche vraiment de même ou... Wow! Ce ne fut pas un voyage facile. Tout ça pour voir qu'est-ce que cet homme aurait aimé être alors qu'il était coincé dans son lit parce qu'il était gravement malade et qu'il en est décédé. Donc, il aurait peut-être pu devenir l'artiste qu'il souhaitait. On ne le saura jamais. Mais ce fut un très beau récit par contre. J'espère que vous avez apprécié. D'ici là, d'ici la prochaine vidéo, si vous voulez voir l'action en live sur Twitch, vous allez avoir le lien juste ici. Entre-temps, je vous souhaite de passer une très bonne, en fait une excellente même journée ou une excellente soirée, tout dépendant de ce qui s'applique à vous. Un gros merci d'avoir écouté cette vidéo jusqu'à la fin. N'oubliez pas de suivre si jamais vous voulez rien manquer. Puis, je vous dis à la prochaine. Prenez soin de vous. Bye bye.